This is Listening with Franklin Livingston, and our guest is Kelly C. Fox.
As a human being, Kelly, what did you gain so far? What did you lose? You went out of the state, studied abroad within the US, experienced cultures, and there's a new phase that's going to begin next week. So in 2 weeks, then you beginning like a new phase in your life.
Yes.
About to start. So, what did you learn about yourself again, where you are at in terms of your values? What are the areas that might not be that pleasant?
Oh, okay. Well, I would say something that I struggle with is organization. I think I could always be more organized. My room's not in the best state. Be transparent. I think the biggest learning experience for me was when I studied abroad in Italy. I went to performing arts school, Accademia dell'Arte, and it was just, I mean, Italy is my favorite place in the world. It's just so incredible, and just being exposed to like different cultures and the way that people think in different cultures. Because I feel like growing up in America, it was just so, it's more consumerist than like the small city in Italy that I was living in. And yeah, I guess I just learned that like you can be happy with like without anything that's too flashy or consumerist. And it's just, yeah, and I learned a lot too. I performed in Commedia dell'Arte. Are you familiar with Commedia? It's okay.
I only been to Rome
Oh no.
and Bettingen.
It's a ancient I don't know if it's ancient. It's a comedic art form in theater in Italy.
I will be in Italy next month.
Oh my
So
goodness.
let me know where to go.
Where are you going?
All right. So after the camera
Okay.
closes, but I'll be mainly in Rome. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Are you gonna go see the Vatican?
yes,
Oh.
I'm gonna go see the Vatican and make a confession at St. Peter's Basilica.
It's
Right?
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And they have what's it called this summer? They have the big event. The Jubilee. The Jubilee. That'll be interesting.
So yeah, you are a Catholic. So what's the concept of Jubilee?
I don't know. I don't know.
So I think the Jubilate. So back in like in the Old Testament, I think there was a tradition where after 7 years the slaves were freed and the debts were forgiven,
Okay.
and that was the year of celebration. And it was a trend, and I wish we had the same trend where student loans were gone. Or
Wouldn't that
credit
be
cards,
nice? Yeah.
credit debts were just
Yeah.
forgiven, right? But it doesn't happen that way. So that's great because I have experienced the same simplicity in Asia.
Oh, cool.
Whenever I travel to Asia, the thing I love about Asian culture is you don't really care about having a fancy car, and you don't really care about a lot of things. So I live very simple life thing, and really simple. And there's some sort of internal pleasure, contentment I get.
Where in Asia?
I have been to mostly Malaysia.
Okay.
I haven't been to Singapore in a while because it's expensive now. Thailand, Vietnam. I spent a month in Kuala Lumpur, a month I was in Bangkok, a month I was in Vietnam, and it's just great, and you feel safe.
Yeah.
You don't feel like somebody's going to snatch your phone and stuff. And talk to people, and you see people. Their eating habits are very simple. So if you go to the marketplace, people are just like not really. They don't have fancy restaurants with. They have, but in general, that's not people opt out for. and it's just like very simple seating arrangements and healthy food, and that's it.
Yeah, I found that people were very friendly. It was very family and friend
In
oriented.
Italy,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone knows everyone. I was in
Mm.
Arezzo, Italy, which is a small city in Tuscany, which is just, it was incredible. And I originally, when I was going to study abroad, I was going to go to Florence
Mm.
or Rome, which are two amazing cities, but I'm actually kind of glad I ended up in Arezzo because I feel like I got more of an authentic
Authentic, yeah,
experience.
because these cities are very commercialized.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I know someone. That's another thing. So one of the movies, or one of our movies, is in the making, and the music guy is involved. He's doing music from
Oh,
there,
nice.
and even like Abrogation's music wasn't done in the U.S. That guy is in Portugal.
You did a good job.
So yeah,
I
so
pay attention.
oh great. So this gentleman is a Roman citizen.
Oh.
Roman citizen. I'm using like more like old language, but he's Italian. He lives in Rome, and he's singing music of that movie.
Well, Rome is amazing. Rome's incredible. You could live in Rome for like your entire life and not see everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the so when you live, it's like I lived in Manhattan for 6 years.
Yeah.
Did I say everything? No, because when you were there, you don't want to. Because it's like people who come tourists from all over the world. Oh my God, I'm gonna go here. Here they have lists and maps, and you're living there like, yeah, it's all right, and you don't even feel. I know. I have a friend, and she's married to a guy living in Stanford now,
Okay.
and she was like, "You live in this apartment?" Because I used to live very close to Times Square,
Oh.
right? And yeah, so you don't really get it. For some people, oh my God, because they'll travel gazillion miles and then they will come and they just want to take a picture with or make memories. It's the same with, I guess, Rome and places.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why their metro is so bad there, because they keep like digging to make metro and trains there, and they keep finding like ancient ruins.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like an excavation.
It's a world within a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have you traveled to the Asian side too?
No, I'd love to. I'd love to, but it's very far. It's very far.
Well, it depends. I mean, far
From here.
No, I mean, let's say far in a way because you can just sit for 7 hours and then you're in Spain or Rome, and over there you have to sit 20 hours on a plane. Or
Yeah.
you mean cost wise?
I
The
mean,
plane
like-
will charge more.
Yeah, both. Yeah. I would love to though.
No, it's. I think for me, my international trips made me think about a lot of things.
For sure.
And I was in Vietnam and I met a few white people from the US. So I was trying to understand why are people so happy? Happy means content.
Mm-hmm.
And why aren't they really being rude and trying to get something out of you and all that? So that's why that was the place actually I was thinking, I should start a talk show or a podcast and then listen to people and share my experiences. And of course, like different people, some people don't talk much. So then I talk more. But still, there's listening means just leaving all the distractions aside and sitting with them.
Yeah.
Because that's, I think, as a culture, as a community, we don't do much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can't even invite, because if I ask somebody, hey, let's sit and talk, and they'll say, what do you want? I mean, this is not the phrase you use.
Yeah.
So this is not a norm anymore, unless you have, okay, we're going to talk about a script, a project. No one ever says that let's just sit.
Mm.
And when something is not part of the norm, then people will think you are abnormal. Something is wrong.
Yeah, travel is definitely an education. I think I've learned a lot from traveling. But I feel like if I go to Asia, I have to like I have to schedule enough of time for it to be worth it because I'm going to fly for 20 hours.
Yeah, the first week will be off because of jet lag,
Yeah.
right? Second week, you begin to feel a little accustomed to the environment.
Yeah.
So third week, you might become normal.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you will like, okay, which country I'm in? Because, for example, Vietnam drives on this side of the road where the US is.
Hmm.
Malaysia drives on the UK side of the road.
Oh.
So you gotta be really careful. Well, I mean, what I do is I usually take the cab services,
Hmm.
and but still you have to, or what not to do. Malaysia is an Islamic country, so you don't go there and you bow before people. In Vietnam, you bow.
Yeah.
Thailand, you bow like this, right?
Mhm.
So those minor things, but I mean, they know you're not from there.
Mm.
But I don't think they'll make you uncomfortable. That's what my understanding was, which I love. These cities, bigger cities of these countries, are so diverse that no one is going to ask you, "Are you a tourist? Do you live here? Are you an immigrant? Are you an expat?" You just live. And if you go to a restaurant, their job is to uh, serve you, be hospitable,
Mm.
and your job is to have fun, right?
Mm.
And I think that's what I love. And I wish we had the same kind of mindset
Mm.
that when people are around us, they are our people.
Yeah.
Why do we segregate? But we are heading in that direction more and more now.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I made friends with the cooks who were at the school I was at. They're so sweet. And I mean, Italians will just like take so much time to just like cook with each other, which like here is like you order takeout. You know,
Cooking, because here cooking is wasted of time. Oh my God, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Who cooks?
Yeah.
And over there, cooking means building a relationship.
Yeah, but they
Getting
also
to
make
know.
really good food. Their food is amazing. But they got an offer to move their restaurant to New York, and they didn't take it because they were like, we'd have to change all the ingredients, all the regulations there are so different, and we don't want to separate the family, which I thought was interesting. But
Mm.
yeah, the American food regulations aren't so great.
I don't even understand.
Of the food
Those
regulations.
regulations, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think they have very many.
Mhm.
Versus Europe, they have more. Like you can't put certain chemicals in your meals, whereas here you could probably get away with it.
I heard about milk.
Really?
The milk here is not as great as, like the one we get at Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
It's if this were to be taken to Europe,
Mm.
they'll probably ban it.
Really?
I mean, you watch documentaries and stuff, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, no wonder.
Well, they also have more preservatives here. Like in Italy, like if you get fruit or vegetables or bread or something, it'll go bad in a few days. And here, it won't go bad. It will stay for a while. But yeah, it's because of the preservatives.
So, did you eat with this Indian crew or these Indian people that were making movies? Or you get a chance to
not
spend
really.
extensive time with them?
No, not extensively, no, unfortunately. I got like coffee and snacks, but that was pretty much.
I mean, once the movie is out, most likely you'll have more opportunities and offers like, "Hey, Callie, we want you."
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
And okay, we talked about that she's very easy to work with,
thank
and she's a great listener. I hope the director says the same.
Oh, I hope so.
Who is
I
the
hope
director?
so.
Do you know the director's name?
Yeah, it was I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Navaniyat. Am I saying it right?
I can't even pronounce it, so
Okay.
we'll just type it up. If you just send it to me, yeah.
Navaniyat Singh.
Sing. I can say sing.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
yeah.
So he's also Punjabi.
Yes.
Oh, great.
But yeah, I grew up doing improv, which was really fun. I was in an improv troupe in my high school, so it felt kind of more like that, like just trying different.
So you
things
went,
on.
your high schooling was from Stanford?
Yes, I went to West Hill.
Oh, cool. And which is toward Greenwich, right?
It's off of High Ridge.
Oh, hi. Okay, gotcha. I have a friend, he went there too. We actually filmed a scene there somewhere. Yeah.
At West Hill.
Outside, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think,
really?
yeah, it's great. So Stillwater Drive or Stillwater Road
Mhm.
connects there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
That's where I went.
Right. So yeah, I think we filmed in that area. We filmed two scenes, but one scene was, I think, I filmed outside the school, if I'm
Oh, like in the
because the
football?
guy actually who filmed it, he studied there, and I think school wasn't in session, so there was summer break or something. I think so because yeah, he's from Stanford, so yeah.
Have you seen the West Hill lip dubs? Oh, okay. Probably not. They were quite a production. They were
Is it
quite-
available somewhere?
Yeah,
Send
it's
it
on
to me.
YouTube and Vimeo, but it has like all the clubs and the schools, and it's like, um, I don't know where the cinematographer is now, but he was doing lots of great stuff back then. He was really
So why then? Was there a particular reason going to Georgia?
I want to go somewhere warm.
Hmm.
I was very academically competitive in high school. Like I was very academically motivated, and so I guess my family also really wanted me to go to a school with like a certain prestige. But yeah, I really wanted to go, I wanted to at the time go to a school that was like academically challenging. So that's why I ended up going to Emory. And I also didn't want to stay in the Northeast because it's cold. I wanted to try
You
something
ended up
else.
here again.
Yeah, I did.
The
Yeah.
destiny, the spirit brought you here.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So, speaking of spirit, do you engage in some spiritual practices? I understand you grew up as Catholic, but did not continue it formally,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that interesting priest and his socket metaphors.
Yeah.
But how did you continue having a faith?
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe in a higher power and I believe in God, but I don't really see it in a formalized way, if that makes sense. Um,
But do you feel like I'm accountable to God and the blessings of God are coming to me? That's why I'm blessed. So there's a relationship of inter exchanging energy.
yeah, yeah, to an extent, but I don't really follow any organized religion. I do meditation sometimes, which I really like. I went on a meditation retreat in college with a Buddhist monk, and it was incredible. We went to the Smoky Mountains in Georgia, and it was like an entire day where we basically just like couldn't speak to each other. We just had to.
Was it painful?
It was
Oh my
hard.
God.
It was hard.
You're so
It was
quiet.
really hard. I'm not gonna.
You were
lie.
supposed to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be like anti-technology. We had like hours of meditation. It was a challenge, but it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. It was just like meditating for hours and like looking at the mountains
Mhm.
and trying to be, I guess, more
Connecting
mindful.
with the nature.
Yeah. And it was a beautiful spot too, the Smokies. It's the most visited national park in the US. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know either.
Yeah.
Now I know. Cool. So that's great. I think that was great for you to visit Italy and then live in Georgia. But what was the most difficult, like something that disgusted you on the journey so far?
Ooh. Like living in other places,
In general,
or just like in.
like because you have lived among different people,
Mm-hmm.
different areas. I understand the security issues in some parts of the US. But then the industry, as it's now more challenging,
Mhm.
it's like deciding what should I do, what not. So there are parts we all are not happy about. We wish people were more thoughtful, people were more careful,
Mm-hmm.
considerate. So you, as an individual, as a part of the wider community, where do you think uh, people you were connected with lacked some stuff?
Mm-hmm. Um, so many different directions I could go in with this question. I think just like I've been in situations where people weren't that nice. Um, and I guess it teaches you what not to do, as well as, I mean, I think even like when you're in a situation with poor leadership, you learn what not to do, and you learn from good leaders as well what to do. But I've definitely, like, I've in the music industry worked with some people who would like call at all hours of the night and like not treat people who are, my dad likes to say, the way you treat others, the people below you, is a reflection of who you are.
It's
And
number one rule or principle of good leadership.
yeah, he said like the way like you treat others like below you is really representation of who you are, because this is the way you're treating people who don't have anything really to benefit you with. But I've definitely been in situations where like the actors were not well treated, or like, oh,
It's fine. Please.
okay. Well, I had one particular experience.
Which destroyed you, ruined your life, or it
No,
was
it
so
wasn't ruining my
painful?
life. It was just really discouraging when I was auditioning for this like project for a big studio, whatever. And like I was waiting like all day. I was waiting there for like six hours, I think I waited in total, which is fine. Like there's people who wait a lot longer to get into the room for certain places. But it got down to between me and one other actor for this role. And then right before my final callback, the casting director was like, "Will you do nudity for a role that wasn't listed as having nudity?" And yeah, I just felt really gross in that situation. I just felt like really put on the spot. Um, and the other girl just immediately said yes. So that was a pretty uncomfortable, very uncomfortable situation. Yeah.
And it could have been so, big studios have a lot of power.
Mm.
So it becomes very difficult to even make an advice.
Mm.
But if it's an indie level, I think it's always better to say nude, not nude.
Mhm.
So for example, what I have learned is I I don't know if you noticed this, or unless we talked about this. I tried to create a very difficult-ish work environment through the casting call.
Okay.
So, for example, I I say nothing is provided. I don't know if you made a note of that. Like, why? Because it's just like to weed out those people who might, there's there's an idiom. If you give them an inch, they'll take
Mm.
a yard, right? So sometimes, like I have had these kind of situations where, for example, food. These are not big things. If I am putting down 10 or 20 bucks extra, it's not going to make me poor. But sometimes the work efficiency, the time. So if we are on a time line that we have to film something before the sun goes down,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
and here a talent or a crew member says, I eat a particular kind of food. It has happened to me.
Oh, really?
Where you have to find like a particular eggplant dish and it'll take more time. And then it's or I once had a situation where there was a camera guy. I forget in my series, and he ordered some sort of smoothie or juice, this stuff,
Mm.
and that was not delivered.
Okay.
That day, the PA had to leave early.
Mm-hmm.
PA had gone, and this guy's demeanor changed, and he just sat, which meant I'm not going to run the camera
Oh.
until because my smoothie didn't come. So I had to go myself,
Oh.
and through the traffic,
Yeah.
and it might have killed an hour of filming.
Oh.
So what's the solution, right? So the solution is a lot of times, depending what I'm filming, if there's a way to film when the food is not in the equation, So you eat lunch at home and then you go and eat dinner at home. And also we're filming where everybody lives close by. That's the best way. Okay, now the other thing. Once we had a cast member, this was actually when I think we were not allowing coffee. I forgot, like still lockdowns or not lockdowns. And there was a talent and she was like, can you send the PA to get me Starbucks coffee? How far is it? I can even go myself if you don't want to. Like, this became more like a conversation, but a little unpleasant.
Oh.
And the PA was explaining to her that we are not allowed to bring something on set. We have everything here. I can make you coffee. We had a machine.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I just drink Starbucks.
Oh.
And the next day she sent me an email that I don't want to continue this project.
Oh.
Which is fine. I mean, she's happy. I'm okay. And I wish her the best. But when you learn these things, then you make few adjustments. And that's what I'm still learning. I'm not an expert. So I'm sorry that wasn't that great, but it still wasn't. I have a friend, very close friend. She has been in roommates longer series. And she said she's from Connecticut, originally moved to New York City and began calling different casting places. I don't know, she didn't have internet at her place. She moved or something. So she decided to call and using the same platform you use, their booklet form. And the casting person said, okay, will you suck my cock? I'll give you the role.
God.
So there, I mean, it's not that extreme. And
Yeah.
just imagine the confidence. And I think I was a little hesitant. I did not comment on that. She was sitting here and talking, and I was like, oh my God, how can somebody use that such direct
Yeah.
language,
That's
right?
awful.
So yeah, that's something, of course, will discourage you.
Well, yeah, if it was like listed on the part and like I knew going into it, like it'd be one thing, but it was like me and this big group of actors all in one room. It was like in a callback, and it was literally between me and this other girl, and like very vague. Like I was like, okay, what type of nudity? And they were like front and back, and I was like, okay. And then the other girl was just like immediately like, yes. So I felt very put on the spot in that situation, and like also I just think that it should have been something that was communicated before I spent 6 hours there. But what can you do?
Did you see the final product?
No, it hasn't come out yet. But yeah, it was weird.